Welcome back to another Tera video. This video is much different than my usual videos, as I normally have gameplay when talking about patch notes, but unfortunately with a crazy week schedule that I've had, I have not really had too much time to get gameplay specifically of Valkyteq, and with the game being down and finally up, I want to go over these patch notes. I wanted to do it earlier, I didn't get a chance to, but I want to release it for anyone who is wondering. If you want to read the notes directly, I will link them, or feel free to pause the video. But yeah, I'm super excited to cover the update, especially because there's so much cool stuff coming to Valkyteq with this 2.0 update. So let's get into the partner system. The very first thing on the list, this is the 2.0.1 update stuff that was added just recently. So within that, you can start off and see that we'll have a new rarity of partners called mythics. If you've seen my teaser video, I actually teased one of these mythic partners, and you can see they come with 3 new active skills: swift movement, windborne, calm mind. There's also a combination skill called collection instance 1 through 3, and there's a rare passive ability called Master Avator. There's 32 new partners in total, and if you get a superior partner, it'll start at level 11. Mythic partners will start at level 13. Now, this update did just come out within maybe about 24 hours, depending when you're watching this video, of course. So if you're playing within the first week, you can see that to help players catch up with item XP, that the first day you got 20% extra item XP, days 2 through 3 you got 10%, 4 and 5 you got 5%, anything after you're at 0%. So if you're watching this video like 2 weeks down the road, I apologize, you've missed this, but I'm sure there'll be much more time to catch up and there'll be more stuff giving out item XP. Now, the Guardian Reputation Credit Shop has been currently disabled, but new characters will start with a teleport scroll in their inventory, which allows them to teleport to their very first quest. And for any players that want to do the traditional way of leveling, that is in the game now. Characters will start right after the first quest at level 19. It used to be level 64. And all the story quest achievements have been moved to the special category. That way they won't affect our laurels anymore, and you gotta go out and get some other achievements. Now, for material, enchanting materials can be dismantled now into material powder, and you can exchange this powder for boxes that will give you a random material of the same tier. What that means is if you got a bunch of extra frost metal material, you dismantle them, you're gonna get random frost metal material back. There have been some changes to equipment. Recently it was announced that we were going to get infusions for our weapon chest, relic, and halidons. Those have all been cancelled. That is no longer currently here. Maybe down the road we can see that coming back or actually being added, but right now it's just cancelled for the moment. Also, ignitement scrolls from the specialty merchant have been removed, but the semi-immigrant scrolls and crystals have been added to the specialty merchant. And what this allows you to do is change the options on your gear. So if you currently have double cooldown on your weapon, you can use your semi-magnet scrolls to change it to top roll being enraged, and if you want to remove cooldown completely, you can change it to something different. Within that, PvE gear also has the option for duel. It's an enable option you can do. Class balancing, there's a small change. Lancer's Adrenaline Rush was 7.5 increased damage. It's now getting up to 12.5. There's a few launcher hotfixes that have been added, and you can see them right here. The biggest ones I want to point out is that the E2 shop and the added E2 box are being put back into the game. They've been fixed. And the NPCs for the Valentine's Day event are also fixed. Some known issues that they want to fix in the next update is the client translation. The AI system will be finalized, and there's a temporary disable of the referral system and the dressing room. But they'll get that out as soon as they can. Alright, now let's go over some of the cool stuff that is implemented. And the backend system, if you guys want to read about all this, you can go, feel free to pause or go to the patch notes. A quick little blurb of it is that they've basically fixed the launcher. They made a brand new amazing website that looks great. There's a bunch of community system that I'm super excited to talk about in this video. And yeah, just some overall really cool stuff coming to the game. The AI system also, which has been added to the game, it recreates the way the game works, which is really cool. So AIs have been added. Basically, if you make an LFG and check people applying to your party, check it might be an AI. And let's say you have 4 people in a group and you need 1 more DPS. You can take an AI to help you finish your dungeon, and this is to help make the queue times or waiting for dungeons much shorter. So that's an amazing, and I'm super excited to go in and check out the new AIs. The charm system also has been implemented. You can get a logging tree charm, which increases gathering. You can get a historic charm for the crafting menu. You can craft a campfire and firewood, and you can craft tools and charm books. You can get multiple charms from specific books or specialized books. And what you do is you take the charm, you throw it in the campfire to activate it. The charms can stack, they can also be queued up. Charms will only be available from tier 1 through 5. There are named charms with the combined book effect. And the first charms you can expect to get are crafting, fishing, and a few more. Alright, the Twitch drop system. This is something I'm super excited about. As someone who streams and wants to add more to their streaming schedule, I definitely plan to be streaming Valkyteq. I've known I wanted to stream it. I just been kind of waiting for this 2.0 update. So I am super excited that they're adding this drop system. Basically, what this means is, for anyone who's a Twitch streamer and links their Twitch to Valkyteq, you can receive rewards while streaming. The cool thing is, if you're a viewer, you can also receive rewards by watching an eligible streamer. So I'm gonna do my best to personally get on that eligible streamer list. And yeah, that's an amazing thing. This is something I know a game called Minion Masters used to do, and it was always available. And basically, whenever you watch your streamer and they won a game, the viewers got a reward, the streamers got a reward. This is just such an amazing system, and I'm so glad it's being added. So if you do want to watch me stream, I plan to be streaming Valkyteq on Wednesdays. And yeah, head over to Twitch and search up Tera. And when you see a profile pic of a cute little corgi, then you found the right streamer. But alright, there's also a Discord boost system. Basically, as you boost Valkyteq's Discord, which will also be linked in this video, you can get rewards. You will have to connect your Discord to your user profile, and once you do that, as you boost, you receive rewards. Continue to keep boosting the server, continue to keep getting rewards. And then, of course, there is a referral system. I believe this was also back in retail. As you refer new players and you send them your link, and they play the game throughout with your link, you both receive rewards. Alright, let's go over some general game changes. The purple HP bar issue is no longer an issue, it is fixed. The flight gauge, which if you've seen my teaser videos, quite a few of this was in there, has been fixed. The ride and skill advancement issue is also fixed. The partner adventure is fixed. The pickaxe activation bar is now fixed. The block counter invasion pop-up issue is fixed. There is a bunch of amazing new emotes for in-game chat. Shield on HP bars, which I am super happy and excited to see being added. This is something in Tera that's never been done before, and I think it is an amazing concept idea. There's been missing cosmetics from the dressing room that are now added. There's an update on tradable items from the dressing room, and the client translates into German and Russian now. There's a few achievements here if you would like to read about them. Gear adjustments now. The devs want to get rid of Guardian and Twist Shard. So now, whenever anyone starts the game, you start with Frostmail and Daylight Jewelry. This is an amazing thing, and we'll cover why in just a few seconds. When you do make a new character, you also get Versk, and you get a starting box that contains a user reward or Vanguard merchant reward. The Frost Metal and Stormcry enchanting cost has been updated. The devs want to help people get through these two levels up to Heroic Oath, because that's where the game really starts getting fun. You get most to all the dungeons unlocked, and there's just so much you can do in the game once you get to that point. So the devs really want to help push people through. But within that, do know, getting through Heroic Oath will be tricky, and you can now go up to Heroic Oath plus 12. Radiant Jewelry can now be infused, and we'll get in just a bit how you get that. Again, the infusions from the chest and weapon have been removed, and even though this says the relics and halberdiums, that has also been removed as we talked about earlier. Now, Minaya's Core Hard Mode is in the game, and the devs have done some amazing work with this dungeon to just make it crazy super hard. So it really is intended for veterans to have a hard time with it, and I'm super excited to see people playing this dungeon and to see who can clear it first, and just it's best of luck. I challenge you all to go in there and see what you can do. And this is also where you go to get your Radiant Jewelry upgrades, or the infusions for the Radiant Jewelry. Alright, let's go over some other dungeons that have been added. The Referral Dungeon as our Attachery. There's 3 new 3-man dungeons. Channel Works has been brought back. Ravenous Gorge at a mid-tier dungeon, and Nezzle's Gorge at a high. This is only limited. You can only go into it a few times a day. Acheron's Infernal Normal and Hard Mode is still the 10-man raid. For low item level dungeons, this is base Frost Metal dungeons. We have Red Refuge Normal, Drakon's Arena Normal, Demon's Wheel, Forsaken Island, and Kelvian's Dreadnought Normal. For the mid item level, 450, Stormcry plus 0 gear, we have Broken Prisons, Manaya Core Normal Mode, Skycruiser Endeavor Normal, Grotto of Lost Souls Normal, Akalath Quarantine Normal, Red Refuge Hard Mode, Kelvian's Dreadnought Hard Mode, and Forsaken Island Hard Mode. Now, when you get to Heroic Oath plus 0, you'll be 460, and you can enter Bahar, Forbidden Arena, Ruinous Manor Hard Mode, Atheros Abyss Hard Mode, Akalath Quarantine Hard Mode. This has never been in the game before, by the way. This is a brand new rework hard mode dungeon that Valkyteq has added, mind you. There was no hard mode in retail. No. The devs have made their own hard mode, which is amazing. Drakon's Arena hard mode. And when you get to Heroic plus 6, you have Bathismal Rise hard mode, Manaya's Core hard mode, Skycruiser Endeavor hard, and Grotto of Lost Souls hard mode. Mind you, these dungeons are reworked. They're not just your original version. No, they are Valkyteq hard mode. So I am super excited to hopefully get myself up to Heroica +6 and try these out. Leaderboards have been expanded to include more dungeons, rewards have been improved, and the added unique effect items, pets, and mounts will be inside of the leaderboards. The Vanguard requests has been removed, so there is no daily limit. The weekly reward, you have to do 20 to get your weekly rewards, and only the first 10 completions of the day count for the weekly reward. So you can't do all 20 in one day. You gotta split it at least between 2 days of the week. Alright, let's go over some added item adjustments. There's an extra milestone item XP that can be dismantled into 2-hour 50% item XP boosters. You can also get an item that grants item XP attained from various sources. Health potion activate instantly now. And there's a lower cooldown on the root beers from 60 seconds to 55 seconds. There's also some class balancing. Warrior, the A stance 10% damage has been decreased to 5% damage. Defense stance, your crit was 15%, has now been increased to 18%. Defense stance aggro gained from 153% up to 200%. And scythe cooldown has been reduced by 1 second. Berserkers, your tank stance is fully frontal block on all abilities unless you are charging, but for PvP, your damage has been increased by 200%. So if you're a PvP Berserker tank, you're going to receive 200% more damage. Your DPS stance, frontal block, is only during Unleash. For Valkyrie, your Shining Crescent damage has been increased by 10%, and for Lancers, the Adrenaline Rush cooldown was 110 and is now 90 seconds. So, that is it for the patch notes. If you got any questions, go ahead and ask. If you're as excited as I am, I hope to see you online on Valkyteq. I love this update, and I am very excited to see what's to come for Valkyteq. Alright, that's about all, gamers. Hope you have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you in Valkyria.